friends, I am back with my objects. So going through, let me just show you the different things that I found. So for red, this is our toothpaste from home. So there's that. Some of my objects are also pretty big. For orange, I found an orange, really a clementine. For yellow, I found this coffee mug, which is pretty big. For green, I found this plant. For blue, one of my dog's balls. And then for purple, my Crayola purple sock. Okay, so those are my objects. Now, thinking about the color wheel, we're going to take our objects and make them into a color wheel. So I'm going to move all of these. Now remember, we want to start off with the primary colors, okay? Our primary colors are the first ones that make all the other colors. So if we look, I have a miniature color wheel right here, and think our color wheel, our primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. So I'm gonna get out my red, my yellow, and my blue objects, okay? Those are our primary colors. Now we want these to be in a triangle, okay? So if we take this out, we can make our color wheel, okay? So we want these ones to make a triangle. So if you look, I have these three set up to where they make a triangle, okay? Now, we want them to be a triangle because we're going to eventually have all 6 of our colors arranged right here. And we want a triangle because we have 3 objects, and then we're going to need to put 3 more objects, okay? So let's think first, yellow and blue. What color do we get if we mix yellow and blue? Green, okay? So we're gonna take our green object and we're gonna put it in between our yellow and our blue. Then we're gonna go and think, what happens when we mix blue and red? We get purple or violet. So I'm gonna put my purple sock right there. And then we think, what happens when we mix red with yellow? And we get orange. So I'm gonna put my little orange right there. Now, if you do this with your objects too, starting with your primary colors and then putting your secondary colors where their mixings go, then you'll have a color wheel made of objects just like I do. So you can even check yours by making sure it goes in rainbow order. So we wanna start with red and then go towards orange. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, or purple. So I think we did a good job. Now earlier we talked about how our colors, our color wheel is going to be divided into warm colors and cool colors, and we can take a look and see if that happened here. If we put a line down the middle of our color wheel, we have red, orange, and yellow on one side, our warm colors. We know that because they're the colors we'd use to draw fire or the sun. And on the other side of our line, we have our cool colors, green, blue, and purple. Now, we can look at our different color families like primary, secondary, or warm colors and cool colors. Or if you want to try out analogous or complementary, you can. You can go watch the first video again for a reminder of those if you need. Now we're gonna take these, if you have time, to go beyond the color wheel that we've made today, and you can make a little art piece that is focused on just one color family, okay? Now I really love cool colors. That is my favorite color family. So I'm going to make a small piece of art that is just using one color family. So I'm gonna move my color wheel over so you can still see it, but we have room for my little piece of paper. And this doesn't have to be a big thing. We're just kind of practicing the idea of a color family. So I'm gonna use lines, maybe different types of lines. I have a wavy one, I have a zigzag, let's do a curly line. And then I can do some shapes. There we go, circle and triangle sounds good to me. And then pick one color family and use that color family to color your image. I'm going to use cool colors like I said, so I'm going to use green, blue, and purple. So I have my green, blue, and purple crayons right here. And I'm going to color in my shapes that I've made by my overlapping lines and shapes. If you'd like, you can do this too after you have made your color wheel. Practice your color families. So you could do cool colors like me, or you could do primary colors, or you could do warm colors, or you could do secondary colors, or you could go and remind yourselves of complementary colors or analogous color schemes and try one of those. So I'm just coloring a few of my shapes in here blue. And then I'm going to take my green next. This doesn't have to be perfect. We're just practicing color families. What I'm doing is making sure that my colors aren't like touching two shapes that are the same color. So making sure that like my greens are not touching other greens and my blues aren't touching other blues. And I'm leaving some shapes open for purple. Purple is probably my favorite color on the color wheel, and it was actually harder to find a purple for my color wheel than I thought it would be. At school, everything I have is purple. Hope those two purples are going to touch, but that's okay. Everything I have is purple. I have a purple crayon named Penelope. My bulletin boards are purple. Mrs. Took loves her some purple, and she has it all over her classroom, but I really don't have a lot of it at my house. Awesome. Now I've created a little abstract. That means it's not like a realistic looking picture. Piece of art with a cool color scheme. I'm just gonna put my little initials right there. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you had fun doing your color wheel scavenger hunt. I would love to see pictures, so if you put them on social media, if your parents do, that would be super cool. I hope you guys are having a good time at home and enjoying online learning. See you guys next week. Bye.